A method is the way to do something.
Method.
A method is the way to do something. If something is immediate, it happens quickly. Immediate. If something is immediate, it happens quickly.
An immediate response.
A crop is food that a farmer grows. Crop. A crop is food that a farmer grows. To arrange things is to put them together. Arrange. To arrange things is to put them together.
Please arrange the bowling.
To marry is to legally become husband. Marry. When something is strange. Strange. To introduce someone or something. Introduce. To prepare is to get ready. Prepare. If someone is alone. Alone. To wake is to not wake. To spend is to spend. To be equal is to be the same. Equal. To be. An artist is a person who paints. Artist. To feed is to give food. Feed. To feed is to give food.
Mother feeds my baby brother.
If you are certain about something. Certain. If you are. An apartment is a set of rooms in a building where. Apartment. A benefit is a good thing. Benefit. An article is a story in an article. To judge something is to say that it's built on that.
Judge.
To judge something is to say if something is necessary, you must. Necessary. The truth is a fact. Truth. The truth is a taste is the flavor. Grass is the green leaf. Grass. The function of something is what it does. Function. To compare means to say.
Compare.
Someone's attitude is a way. Attitude. To guard something is to take care. Guard. A hole is an opening in something. Hole. To increase something is to make it more. Increase. Long ago, a lord. Lord. To owe is to have to pay. Owe. To owe is to have to pay. A meal is a time when. Meal. A position is the way something is placed. Position. A position is the way something is placed. An effect is a change. Effect. To raise something is to lift it up.
Raise.
If a person is responsible. Responsible. If a sight is something interesting. Sight. A sight is something interesting. A spot is a place where something happens. Spot. A spot is a place where something. A neighbor is a person who lives there. Neighbor. A neighbor is a structure is a building. Structure. A structure is a building. Whole means all of something. Whole. Whole means all of something. A coach is a person who. Coach. A coach is. To control something is to make it. Control. A description of someone.
Description.
A description of someone or something. A profit is the extra money. Profit. A profit is the extra. If something is primary, it is primary. If someone feels proud, proud. A space is an empty area. Space. If something is direct. Direct. If something is direct, it goes sail is to move along. Sail. An exam is a test. Exam. The quality of something is how. Quality. A site is a place. Site. An example of something is a thing. Example. A limit is the largest or smallest. Trouble is a problem or a disease. Trouble. Trouble is a problem. If something is local, local. If something is magical, describes a quality. Magical. Magic. Perhaps is used when you say that something. Perhaps. To remain somewhere is to remain. A berry is a small berry. Mail is letters and other things. Mail. A novel is a book that tells a story. Novel. Anymore means any longer. Anymore. If something is professional. Professional. Escape is a simple form. If two things are separate, they are not together. Separate. If two things are separate, they are not together.
New York and Los Angeles are two separate.
An outline is the plan for a story. Outline. An outline is the plan. A poet is a person who writes poems. Poet. A poet. To print something is to put it on. Print. A scene is one part. Scene. If someone or something is thin. A sheet is a thin flat. Sheet. A sheet is a thin flat. A symbol is a symbol. If someone or something. Silly. If someone or something. A score is a store. To be correct. Correct. To propose something is to propose. An outline. Outline. To suffer is to feel better. Suffer. To suffer is to feel. A pattern is a way to make something. Pattern. A pattern is a way to compete. Compete. Technology is technology. To go across something. Across. To burn something. Burn. Either is either. To breathe means to let breathe. To be against something. Again. A tail is a part of an animal. Tail. If someone or something. Silly. If someone or something. Conversation. A cell is a small room where cell. A magazine is a regular publication. Magazine. To contain something is to have it inside. Contain. To contain something is to have it inside. A material is what is used to make something. Material. A material. A decision is a choice. Decision. A characteristic is something that shows. Characteristic. A characteristic is something that shows.
One character.
Characteristic. 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 Stairs are the things that are used to go up. Stair. Stair. A creature is any living thing. Creature. A creature is any living. To consume something means to eat or drink. Consume. To excite someone means to make them happy.
Excite.
If something is essential, it is very important and necessary. Essential. To demand something is the same. Demand. If something is extreme, it is extreme. If something, a method is the way to do something.
Method.
Fear is the feeling of being afraid. Fear. Fear is, if you are fortunate, you are lucky. Fortunate. If you are fortunate, you are lucky. If someone happens to do something, then you would like it to happen. A characteristic is something that shows what a person or thing is like. Characteristic. A characteristic is something. Characteristic. 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 The ground is the top part of the earth. Ground. To spend is to use. Spend. To feed is to give. Feed. If something is immediate, it happens quickly. Immediate. If something crop. A crop is food that a farmer grows.
Wheat is a crop.
To be equal is to be the same. Equal. An article is a story in a newspaper. Article. To compare means to say how. The length of something is how long it is. Length. A hole is an opening in something. Hole. A mistake is something you do wrong. Mistake. When something is strange. Strange. To observe something is to watch it. Observe. An artist is a person who paints. Artist. To owe is to have to pay or expect something received from it. Owe. An opportunity is a chance to do something. Opportunity. If you are certain about something, you know it is true. Certain. If you are certain about something, a characteristic is something that shows what a person or thing is like. A characteristic is something that shows what a person or thing is like. A characteristic is something that shows what a person or thing is like. Characteristic. A characteristic. Characteristic. Characteristic.
Nghe được cái chỗ ngay đây, ngay đây không nghe được gì hết á. Ok.
Characteristic.
Characteristic.
Characteristic. Characteristic. Characteristic. To increase something is to make it larger or more. Increase. A growth is someone's attitude. A position is the way something is placed. Position. If a person is responsible, they do the right thing. Responsible. If a person is responsible, they do the right thing. Long ago, a lord was a man. Lord. If you are certain about something, you know it is true. Certain. If you are certain about a meal is a time. Meal. To guard something is to take care of. Guard. A description of someone or something.
Description.
A description of someone or something. To raise something is to lift it up.
Raise.
A sight is something in sight. A prize is something of value that is prize. A race is a contest. Race. To realize is to suddenly understand. Realize. A coach is a person. Coach. To respond is to give an answer to what someone said.
Sign.
To respond is to give an magical describes a quality that makes someone or something special. Magical. Magical a structure is a building. Structure. A structure is a building. A spot is a place where something happens. Spot. A spot is a place where something happens. Mail is letters and other things sent to people. Mail. A shape is a simple form like a square or circle. Shape. A novel is a book that tells a story. Novel. If a person is responsible, they do the right thing. Responsible. To control something is to make. Control. Whole means all of something. Whole. If something is direct, it goes straight between two places. Direct. A site is a place. Site. The quality of something is how good it is. Quality. To sail is to move a boat on the water. Sail. A poet is a person who writes. Poet. Risk. A risk is a chance of something bad happening.
I took a risk.
If something is local, it is nearby. Local. A sheet is a thin, flat sheet. To wonder is to ask yourself questions or have it done. Wonder. To wonder is to ask yourself. Yet is used to say something has not happened. Yet. Yet is used to say something. If two things are separate, they are not together. Separate. If two things are separate, they are not. An academy is a special type of school. Academy. If something is ancient, it is very old. Ancient. If something is ancient, a board is a flat piece of wood. Board. A scene is one part of the whole word. Scene. An outline is the plan for outline. If someone or something, then. A century is 100 years. Century. A century. A clue is a fact or object that helps solve a mystery. Clue. A clue. A risk is a chance. Risk. If someone or something is silly, they show a lack of silly. If someone or something to print something is to put it on paper. Print. A concert is an event where you listen to people play. Concert. A county is the largest political division in the state in the U.S. County. A county. A dictionary is a book that tells you dictionary. Something. To exist is to be real. Exist. If something is ancient, it is very old. Ancient. If something, a symbol is a thing that stands for something else. Symbol. breathe means to let air go. Breathe. To go across something is to go to the other side. Across. To suffer is to feel pain. Suffer. A magazine is a regular publication. Magazine. Flat describes something that is flat. Flat. Flat describes something. A gentleman is a nice man. Gentleman. A gentleman. A creature is any living thing. Creature. Hidden means to be not easily noticed or hidden. Hidden means to be not. A cell is a small room. Cell. A cell is a small room. Maybe is used to denote something. Maybe. An officer is a leader. Officer. If something is original. Original. To pound something. Pound. To pound something. Many times. If something is extreme. If something, a material is what it is to make something. Material. To suffer is to feel pain. Suffer. To suffer is to excite someone means to make them happy.
Excite.
To excite a gentleman is a nice man. Gentleman. A gentleman is a nice man. A process is the status of process. To publish a law. Public. To publish. Theater. Well is a line. Well. Well is a line. To consume something. Consume. To appreciate something is to appreciate something is fear is the feeling of fear. If something is available, available. If to meet someone, meet. If something is bright, bright. If something, a gentleman is a nice man. Gentleman. If someone happen to celebrate celebrate. To celebrate. If you are fortunate. Fortunate. If you are fortunate. To determine means to choose or to determine. Well is a well. Well is a to disappear means to go away. Disappear. To disappear means to go away. If you talk about something else. If you talk about something fair describes treating someone. Fair describes treating someone. Fair. Fair describes treating. To owe is to have. Owe. To owe. To flow is to move easily. Flow. To flow is to move easily. If you move forward. Forward. If you move forward. A hill is a round area. Hill. A level is a point on a scale. Level. If If someone or something is alone. If someone to observe something is to watch it. Observe. A purple is a pool of liquid on the ground. Puddle. A response is the answer. Response. A season is a time of the year. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Season. The length of something is how long it is from. Length. The length of something is how long. To disappear means to go away. Disappear. A characteristic is something. Characteristic. A characteristic is something.
One characteristic of
Characteristic. 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 Fair describes fair. A crop is crop. A prize is something of prize. An opportunity. Opportunity. To raise something is
rain.
to raise something. Flat describes something. Flat. Flat describes something. With no curved parts.
My parents bought a new flat screen TV over the weekend.
You are certain about something. You know it is certain. A description of someone or
Description.
something. To respond.
Fun.
To realize is to realize. A solution is a way to solve. Solution. A solution is a way to solve.
There are many problems. Solution.
A race is a contest. Race. An opportunity. Opportunity. If something is direct. Direct. To waste means waste. To waste means you use weather. Weather. You use weather.
I could not decide.
To sail. Sail. A description of someone or something.
Description.
A description of someone. To argue is to formulate someone. To argue is to formulate someone. Argue. To argue is to formulate. A spot is a place where something happens. Spot. A sheep is a flat. Sheep. A sheep is a flat.
I only knew the single
An academy. Academy. A structure is a building. Structure. A structure. To appreciate something. To appreciate. If two things are separate. Separate. If a person is responsible. Responsible. A dictionary is a form of knowledge. Dictionary. A description of someone or something.
Description.
A description of a clue is a fact or object. Clue. A yet is used to say something. Yet. Yet is used to say something. A county is the largest. County. A county is the largest. To contain something. Contain. To con. To wonder. Wonder. To. A board is a flat. Board. To appreciate something. To appreciate something. To exist is to be real. Exist. An outline is the plan. Out. A creature is any living thing. Creature. To communicate. Communicate. A crowd is a large. Crowd. To depend on someone. Depend. If someone or something. Silly. If someone or something. A risk is a chance of risk. A concert is an event. Concert. A concert is an event.
I enjoyed the concert.
To go across something. Across. To go across something.
He walked across the floor.
Something is ancient. Ancient. An officer is a leader. Officer. To appreciate something is to appreciate. A magazine is a regular publication. Magazine. Hidden means to be not hidden. A ditch is a place. Ditch. If something is original. Original. If something is empty, it does not have anything in it. Empty. If something is exact. If something is fresh. Fresh. To gather is to collect stuff. Gather. To gather is to collect. To publish a book. Publish. To indicate. Indicate. To indicate. A gentleman is a nice man. Gentleman. To suffer is to feel pain. Suffer. To appreciate something is to appreciate something. A solution is a way. Solution. To pound something. Pound. To pound. An item is a thing that you buy. Item. To offer is to present someone. Offer. To offer is to present someone. A process. Process. If something is bright. Bright. If something is available. Available. A theater is a building. Theater. To celebrate is to celebrate. Argue. To argue, the price of something is how much it costs. Price. A product is something that is made. Product. Property is something that someone owns. Property. A response is the answer to a question. Response. To beat someone. Beat. Well is a large amount. Well. Well. If you talk about something else. Else. If you are fortunate. Net. If you are a puddle is a puddle. If someone happens to do something. Happen. To determine means to choose or
Determine.
to if you move forward. Forward. If someone or something. To argue. Argue. To argue is to purchase something. To purchase something. To purchase something. Purchase. To a season is a time of the year. Season. A characteristic is something. Characteristic. A characteristic. 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 To disappear. Disappear. To disappear. A level is a point on a level. To flow is to move easily. Flow. If you are fortunate. Fortunate. If you are fortunate.
I was fortunate.
A hill is a round hill. The length of something. Length. To determine means to determine. Observe. To observe something. Plan. Describe something. Plan. To raise something is to lift it up.
Raise.
To waste means to return. Wait. To recommend something. Recommend. To select something.
Select.
A tool is something that helps. Tool. A tool is something that helps. A sheep is a thing. Sheep. To tree is to an item. Tree. To tree is to an item. If you are fortunate. Smith. If you are fortunate. To observe something. Observe. To determine.
Determine.
To determine. To determine.
Determine.
If someone alive, you use weather. Weather. Counting in the light. Counting. A bone is a bone. To bother. Bother. To bother. Captain is the person. Captain. The conclusion of something. Conclusion. The conclusion of something. Doubt is a feeling of not being sure. Doubt. Doubt is a feeling of not. If you are fortunate. Fortunate. If you are to explore is to look. Explore. To explore. A structure is a building. Structure. A spot is a place. Spot. If something is foreign. Foreign. If something is foreign. However, means despite or no. However, injustice is a lack of fairness. Injustice. Injustice is a lack of fairness. If something is international. International. If a crowd is a large group. Crowd. To communicate is to give information. Communicate. To depend on someone. Depend. A clue is a fact. Clue. If something is ancient, it is very old. Ancient. To wonder is to ask. Wonder. A description of someone or something.
Description.
To contain something is to contain. A lawyer works with the law. Lawyer. A lawyer works with the law. To mention something is to talk about. Mention. To mention something. A policy is a rule. Policy. If something is social, it is about many people in a community. Social. If someone or something. Silly. If someone or a risk is a risk. A speech is something said. Speech. A speech is something said. A step is a step. To go across something is to go across. If something is empty, it does not have anything in it. Empty. An officer is a leader. Officer. If you go toward something, go toward. Toward is the thing that brings. Toward. To achieve something is to successfully do it. Achieve. To achieve something. To advise someone is to tell them what to do. Advise. If something happens already. Already. A gentleman is a nice man. Gentleman. If something is basic, it is very simple. Basic. A bit is a small amount of something. Bit. A bit is a small amount. A dish is a plate. Dish. To consider something.
Consider.
To consider something. To appreciate something is to understand. To appreciate something is to understand. If something is exact.
Exact.
If something is exact. To destroy Destroy. To entertain someone. Entertain. If something is original. Original. If something is original.
This is the original.
Item is an item. To indicate. Indicate. To indicate. If something is fresh, it is new. Fresh. If something is bright. Bright. To gather is to collect. Gather. A bit is a small bit. A puddle is a form of ground. Puddle. To appreciate something is to understand. To offer is to present something. Offer. If something is exact.
Exact.
A theater is a building. Theater. A property is something that someone owns. Property. A response. Response. Wealth is a large amount. Wealth. Wealth is a large amount of money.
One of the most important.
Argue is to argue. If you talk about something else, you talk about something else. If you talk about something else, to purchase something is to buy. Purchase. If something is extra, extra. A goal is something you work toward. Go. To lie is to say or lie. Meat is food made. Meat. An opinion is a thought. Opinion. If something is real, real. To reflect is when a surface sends that light. To reflect. To reflect is when a surface. To reflect is. To reflect is when a surface sends that light. Reflect. To reflect is to regard someone or something. Regard. To regard. To serve someone. Serve. To serve someone. A vegetable is a plant. Vegetable. A war is a big fight. War. If something is worth an amount of money, it costs. Worth. If something is to appear is to see. Appear. The base. Of something. The base. The base is the bottom of something. Base. The base is the bottom of something. A speech is something said. Speech. A speech is something. The brain is the organ in your brain. A tool is something that helps you. Tool. A career is a job that you do. Career. A career. To disappear means to go away. Disappear. A characteristic is something that shows. Interesting. To recommend something. Recommend. To recommend something. If something is worth, if something is worth an amount of money. Flat describes something that is flat. To select something.
Select.
A clerk is a kind of work. Clerk. A clerk is a kind of work. Effort is hard work. Effort. To enter a place is to go into it. Enter. To enter a place is to go into it. To bother is to make the effort. Bother. To bother. To waste means to waste. To treat is to an treat. To treat. When something is excellent. Excellent. When something. A hero is a brave person. Hero. A bone is a hard part of the bone. Bone. A captain is the person who. Captain. To hurry is to do something quickly. Hurry. To inform someone is to tell them. Inform. To inform. Later means after the present. Later. A sheep is a sheep. You use weather. Weather. You use weather.
I could not decide whether.
If someone alive. If something is foreign. Foreign. If something is foreign. To observe something. Observe. To determine. To determine means to explore and to look. Explore. To leave means to go away. Leave. To locate something. Locate. To a nurse is a person who helps. Nurse. A nurse. Doubt is a feeling of doubt. Doubt. If something is international. International. An operation is when a doctor replaces. Operation. An operation is when a doctor. The conclusion of something is conclusion. The conclusion of something.
At the conclusion of the work.
You are fortunate. Fortunate. If you are glad. Glad. If something is social. Social. To mention something. Mention. To mention something. Injustice. 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 Policy. Pain is the feeling that you have. Pain. Pain is to refuse something is to say no. Refuse. Though is used when the second idea. Though. Though is used when to reflect is when a surface sends that thought. Reflect. To reflect is when a surface sends that thought. If something is various, there are many. Various. If something is various, there are many types of.
She owns shoes.
Actual means that something is To consider something. To consider something.
Read different language well.
A lawyer works with the law. Lawyer. To entertain someone. Entertain. To advise someone. Advise. A career is a job. Career. A career. If something is empty. If something is a staff is a group of people working. Staff. If you go toward something. Toward. To achieve something is achieve. To achieve something. To destroy. Destroy. If something is basic. Basic. If something is worth an amount. Worth. A bit is a small amount. Bit. A clerk is a type of work. Clerk. If something happens already. Already. To amaze someone. Amaze. To enter a place is to go into it. Enter. To indicate. Indicate. To. A charge is the price. Charge. A charge is the price to pay for something.
The charge for the shirt.
Property is something that someone owns. Property. To comfort someone means to make them feel better. Comfort. To comfort someone. To contact someone is to speak more like them. Contact. To contact is something original. Original. An item is a thing that item. To offer is to present someone. Offer. To offer. To appreciate something is to understand. Appreciate. To appreciate. To gather is to collect several. Gather. A customer is a person who buys something at a store. Customer. To deliver something is to take it from one place to another. Deliver. To argue is to angrily speak. Argue. To earn means to get money for the work you do. Earn. To earn means to purchase something is to buy. Purchase. A gate is a type of door. Gate. To include something means to have it. Include. To manage something means to control. Manage. A mystery is something that is difficult to understand. Mystery. To occur means to happen.
Occur.
To occur means to happen.
When.
If A is the opposite of B, A is completely different from B. Opposite. A plate is a flat round thing that you put food on. Plate. A plate is a flat round thing that you put food on.
I put my plate down so I could put some.
Something is extra. Extra. If something to earn means to get money for the work you do. Earn. To regard someone or something. Regard. Wealth is a large amount of money. Wealth. Wealth. If you talk about something else. To receive something is to get it. Receive. To receive something. A reward is something given. Reward. A reward is something given. To set something is to put it. Set. To set something is to put it something. To steal is to take something that is not yours. Steal. A thief is someone